What if I tell you that you can do center stage on your PC's webcam just like how you do on an M1 iPad Air or a modern MacBook Pro? Well, this is what this webcam can do. Look at it. As I move around, it follows me. And if I stand up, it comes to me and it zooms into my face. So this is the Jabra Panacast 20. It is probably the best webcam and the clearest webcam that I have ever seen in the market today. It is a 4K webcam with a 30 megapixel lens. It's not made out of any cheap plastic, but rather it is made out of real aluminum right over here, so that it does have a little bit of heft when you hold it. And you know what? It even comes with this case here, just for you to store inside your bag. And I think this is a really nice product that anyone should just go buy if you're serious about doing video conference calls and live streaming, if you happen to want people to see your face like super clearly, you know. So let me just talk about a few features and I'll show you the software features of this webcam. And of course, I'll share with you my thoughts on what this webcam could have actually been and also what it lacks. All right, so let's just take a look right now. So on the front here, you do get the 13 megapixel lens right over here, and you do have an LED light that's right on the top right here that shows you the status whether it's working or not. So you do also have a physical privacy shutter right at the bottom here, where you can just easily slide it over to turn off the webcam if you want to. And right on the top over here, you do actually get some nice stripe texture that actually feels really nice to actually touch, right? It's just for aesthetic purposes. Then at the bottom here, you do actually get a latch that you can actually attach it on top to your screen, like your laptop screen or your monitor. And it does also have a tripod mount, just in case if you're wondering, or if you want to mount the webcam on a tripod, you can definitely do so on the Jabra Panacast 20. Now, one thing I really like is that it also has a USB-C connector placed right at the bottom here. Now, this is a really nice position because it actually keeps your cable real tidy instead of having a USB-C port sticking out right at the back of the webcam or a wire that is not detachable. So it makes it really portable in some ways. And Jabra has even included a really nice hard case to go with it. And they even included this really long USB-C cable inside the box. And I think overall, this is actually a pretty great package. Now, let's jump into the software of the Jabra Panacast 20. So like other Jabra devices out there, you can configure the webcam with the Jabra Direct software, which is a really great software that I love a lot. Now, let's just jump right inside here. So this is how it is. You get two buttons right over here, which is the camera controller and the settings button. So let's head over to camera controller. Now, this is the part where you can configure the image settings of the webcam here, which is actually very user-friendly. As you can see, it feels like a pretty nice video controller here with this D-pad right here. So I'm currently recording this screen recording using OBS, and I have a scene that is set with the webcam right now so that you guys can actually see how the image quality is like after I do some adjustments here. So the feature that you see just now that's similar to Apple Center Stage is called Intelligent Zoom, but we're going to do a comparison later with the M1 iPad, which I have right here as well. So the Intelligent Zoom feature basically just zooms into your face, which is really great if, let's say, you're standing up right now. So it goes into your face. It tries to detect where your face is with its ultra wide angle camera here. And I think it's a really great feature if you're doing presentations in a big room and you want the webcam to center around your face so that it keeps people focused, right? So the image quality, as you can see, is pretty clear right over here, but I'm just going to show you some image settings that you can do right here. So let's head on over to the image quality tab here. So currently I have Vivid HDR turned on, and we have studio lightings all over here, which is why you can still see this kind of shimmer around on my face. Looks like there's some beautify feature that's applied right over here. So if I turn off Vivid HDR, this is what it's going to look like. You can see that my face is a little darker right now, and I think it's more natural in that way. And once I turn it on, it actually goes a bit brighter, makes my face like a really smooth K-pop star face, you know. And we can adjust the brightness. As you can see, it's happening on the fly right now. Once I adjust the brightness, it goes up, but of course we're not going to overexpose the picture quality. So I think it's a really great controller software here that you can just control the image quality of your webcam depending on whatever lighting conditions that you're in. Now, of course, the Jabra Panacast also has support for automatic brightness adjustment in whatever kind of lighting. So just in case you do not have studio lightings inside your room, you could actually depend on this webcam to deliver a great image quality, which you know, I think it's actually pretty great. Which you're seeing right now, this is how it looks like when it is in a pretty dim lighting, in an office lighting like this. It looks pretty great. So yeah, you do get other features like picture-in-picture mode. Let me show you how that works. So if you go into inside picture-in-picture mode, so you do actually see that there is a small little screen that is right at the top right here, which unfortunately you can't really move the picture-in-picture screen, because actually I would have loved it if Jabra would allow me to shift it to the top right or to the top left or probably the bottom left, depending on, you know, how I want my presenters to see it. Now, the main screen of course focuses on what is around you, right? So for example, if you're presenting a product or a slide, you can actually see that wide angle view of your meeting room, and that small little screen that's right under there is actually for people to look at your face on what you're presenting. All right, so I think this is a pretty cool feature, and it's really powerful on what this webcam can actually do, because it's recording two streams at the same time and two different focal lengths. And I think this is something that other webcams can't do if you really want to do some serious video conferencing while presenting something on the spot. Other than that, the settings page offers you some other configuration on the webcam. Now, one interesting thing here is the field of view setting. Now, currently it is on 90°, which means the camera focal length is actually showing me up close. But if you prefer an ultra wide field of view angle, you can actually do so by switching it right over here. But that of course requires you to reboot the webcam, and it will restart pretty quickly. And when you turn on the camera app, and this is how the ultra wide angle field of view will actually look like, and it's very impressive. But of course, I do kind of wish that Jabra would just offer me a button, a hardware button on the, you know, on the webcam that I can just press to quickly switch there, because every time when I want to come into the app to configure this, it's pretty frustrating because sometimes it just doesn't work properly. Sometimes it just says that it's in use and you can't switch it on the fly while you're actually in a video call, and that's pretty frustrating at times, right? Now, of course, here you can also still edit all these settings just like how you do on the camera controller just now. It's kind of a duplicate feature here. And on the audio tab, this is where you can turn on and off the microphones on the Jabra Panacast 20. So it has two microphones right there, and it records pretty good audio. My callers have been telling me that my voice sounds like as if it came from a condenser microphone, and that's a pretty good thing to know right there. And finally, there's product information, which is just some product information on your device. And of course, you can register your device's warranty through the app right over here. Alright, so what you're seeing right now is the video quality of both the iPad Air M1's front-facing camera on the left and the Jabra Panacast 20 on the right. So we're going to find out how well their image qualities are, which you can really see right now who's the clear winner here, and how well they track my face. Alright, so I'm just going to move behind a bit and let the cameras track me. I'm just going to stand up a bit, and there you go. These cameras are starting to track me right now. So as you can see here, they are actually using their ultra wide angle camera to track your movements and so on. So the iPad Air M1 is doing a really great job of tracking me smoothly. As you can see, it has a smoother motion as compared to the Jabra Panacast 20, which actually looks a bit choppy right there. But you know what? The image quality of the Jabra Panacast 20 is so good. Like, you can see the details of the nanoleaf light panels on the back. You can actually see the lines, and even the color is accurately presented as well. And this audio recordings is actually done using the Jabra Panacast 20. You're hearing my voice directly recorded by the Jabra Panacast 2 microphones there. I hope it's actually good. But yeah, overall you can see that the Panacast is doing a really great job of zooming into my face, as it's just the iPad Air M1 just doesn't work as well. And one thing that I need to mention as well, the iPad Air M1's front-facing camera is just located at the wrong location when you're using the tablet in landscape, because it is on the left bezel, so it is definitely the wrong location for a webcam. Whereas the Panacast 20 you can basically just mount it anywhere that you want, and it will still track your face really, really well. All right, so that's pretty much of the image comparison of these two webcams. Let me know what you think in the comments below. And now let's conclude the review of the Jabra Panacast 20. The Jabra Panacast retails for 1,850 ringgit in Malaysian, and that is an expensive price to pay for a webcam. But once you see the image quality back there and what it can do, this is definitely a worthy investment if you're serious about doing business conferences online and you want your callers to see you as clear as possible, or if you're a serious streamer who wants a great webcam that can show you really clearly. Now, of course, despite all the good things that I've mentioned earlier, I do wish that Jabra could have introduced 60 frames per second on this webcam, because for the price that you are paying right here, you definitely deserve that kind of frame rate if you intend to use this webcam for streaming. And that is the kind of the standard that streamers actually want, because they want their audiences to see how smooth it is when it is showing them while talking, right? Otherwise, not much complaints on this webcam, and that's pretty much about my review of the Jabra Panacast 20. Do stay tuned for more videos coming right out. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below and give us a thumbs up if you love what you saw. And I'll see you guys in our next video.